It is now time to film a review that I have been saying that I wanted to do for a very long time. But first, look how frickin' cute both my cats are. It's literally like noon and they're still asleep on my bed. Hey guys, so I've come to the realization that now that it is the new year, because it's now January 2nd, I have a lot of things and videos and stuff that I said I was gonna put up last year. Oh my god, last year. And I still never did it. So what am I doing now? I'm fixing that ish. That didn't work out how I thought it would. I'm fixing that ish, and I'm gonna make all these reviews that I said I was gonna make. And I'm literally gonna film all these videos today. Alright? Okay. So, as you can see, we're gonna start off with the wonderful Daughter of Smoke and Bone trilogy. So let's begin. So basically I'm just gonna start off saying what this whole trilogy is about without trying to spoil anything because, okay. So basically, here's the thing. This girl, Kaoru, has grown up with these really cool creatures and stuff, and I am explaining this terribly. She's grown up with these really cool creatures and stuff, and she has like this really cool artistic ability, you know, somewhat of a regular girl, except she's got her own like secret life from her family and stuff. Her family. Wow, she doesn't really have a family. Okay. From her friend. I don't know why I said family. But yeah, she's got this whole secret life and stuff. And then she meets this guy, Akiva. Akiva is an angel. And in this world, angels, well, is he really called an angel? I think he's just called a seraphim. But he's basically an angel. And in this world, they're the bad guys, basically, from her point of view. And then she grows to know this world about Chimera, and wow, I am really explaining this. I'm so badly. I'm so sorry, guys. I am really trying. But yeah, basically, there was this world, and I got to know it, and I loved it. I've literally fallen in love with this world. I can't believe it's only a trilogy, although it did end very nicely. The last book, probably my favorite, gotta say. It had the most action, it had the best love scenes, it was just really awesome, and the way that war is dealt within this series is definitely pretty accurate. Like, there are some really cool different techniques that you see, and it's really awesome. I'm gonna guess that this trilogy, I'm just holding up different books now. I'm gonna guess that this trilogy is like really high fantasy and stuff, and it's definitely up there in the high fantasy section. I loved their aspect of magic, because it was kind of like magic, but the kind of magic that they use is like a lot more voodoo-esque, I guess. Like, the magic is more resurrection, and they use like all these different talismans, kind of. They use a lot of teeth and stuff. This is making no sense, I'm sure. But anyway, that's my basic summary of this trilogy, and I'm done with this summary. Anyway, guys, continuing, I really liked that this trilogy reminded me of one of my favorite childhood books. Well, I didn't really watch the books, I was more into the movies, but I read the second book, and it was the one that became a movie first. And that is the Chronicles of Narnia. They really have the really cool Narnian aspect when it comes to the Chimera, which is, like, the sort of family or world that Kaoru lives in, that she finds out about. Okay. Basically, I'm pretty sure I gave at least these two books 5 out of 5 stars on Goodreads, and then maybe this one 4 out of 5 stars. I don't really remember, to be honest, and I would look, but I'm filming on my phone because that's the only camera that I know of that I can film on that isn't complicated for me. Yeah. Basically, the way that I have gotten to know these characters has taken a very emotional toll on me. I'm gonna be honest, I didn't really think I would love it as much as I would. I knew that I would definitely like it because one of my favorite booktubers, Kat from Catty-tastic, she really like praises this trilogy so much. And now I see why, and now I'm like a fangirl, and I wish that it was more up there in the hyped, but at the same time I'm kind of glad it's not, because it's something that I can share with my friends and get them to read, and it's like something that I'm helping build. So yeah, if you have not picked up this trilogy yet, this isn't even the first one, if you haven't picked up this trilogy yet, I do highly recommend picking up this trilogy. It was a very, very, it has a very, very, I'm sorry, unique world. Laini Taylor is very, like, her writing is beautiful. I don't know how to explain it. You just have to read the book and then you'll understand what I'm saying when I say that. Because it is literally so unique. The characters themselves, you can't help but love. Even though the villains suck. I freaking hate them. But yeah, the good characters, they're great. Most of the time, you will get frustrated with them. I'm not gonna lie. I was definitely frustrated with them at some point. But anyway, guys, like, I just really loved how it finally is all, like, tied together. Like, there's so many different aspects to stop falling. There are so many different aspects to this book trilogy. There are different worlds. There's more than one that you learn more about. There are different characters that keep getting introduced, and you have to like go throughout the books and start learning more and more about each character, each, you know, just everything like that. And it was really awesome. Now, I will admit to you, during the first book, I did have a hard time reading it at first. And I talked about this earlier, but I'm gonna get more into that now. Basically, lots of things were really confusing because nothing is really explained until the very end of the book, which is why I'm not spoiling this for you. Nothing is really explained until the very end of the book. And so you don't really understand everything until you get to that point. So it's the kind of book that you kind of have to, you have to piece it together, like, by information, and then when it finally all is explained, it just clicks, and it's like, wow. Wow. And then your heart is murdered at the end, and then you get to the second book. That's not the second book. The second book, and then it's just like, whoa, 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 what the hell just happened? And third book ties it all together very nicely into a nice bow present. That's, okay. Yep. Alright. Well, I'm done. So yeah, guys, that was my review on the Daughter of Smoke and Bone trilogy. There are no books in here because I didn't want to drop them, but now I gotta put them back. Yeah. I'm sorry if I'm distracting. Basically, I was literally trying so hard to explain this. I feel like I could have done a much better explanation of this trilogy. It's just every time I film this, I have literally tried to film this like 3 or 4 times already. And every time I film this, I just leave something out, and I always think about adding it in later. But I hope you enjoyed this review. I hope it has kind of convinced you to pick this series up. If it still hasn't, go look up Catty-tastic Daughter of Smoke and Bone review, and then I'm sure that will help you. Yeah. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you guys next time. Bye!